So there are a lot of different paragraph structures that you can use. We're going to go over just the most basic here. By the end of this video, you should be able to write a topic sentence that argues a specific support example, introduce a quote without leaving a quote orphan, insert a quote or paraphrase, and provide an analysis of that quote or paraphrase. You may have been taught the quote sandwich format in the past, where you have the context as the top bun, the quote as the meat and fillings, and the analysis as the bottom bun. We're going to use a similar format to that, except we're going to call it TIQA. That stands for Topic, Introduction, Quote, and Analysis. So the first part of a paragraph sentence is the topic sentence. Purdue OWL defines a topic sentence as identifying the main idea or the primary argument for that paragraph. It should be the first sentence in this new paragraph. It should not be a fact, however. It needs to be something arguable because it is the argument that that paragraph is making. However, it should never include the words, I think, I believe, or this paragraph is about. Those should all be obvious based on your writing, so just don't use them. A topic sentence should include two basic things, a topic and a controlling idea. For example, in the topic sentence, dogs are great pets because they relieve stress. Dogs are great pets is the topic. They relieve stress is the controlling idea. My dog Harry here is clearly relieving my stress by sitting on my non-compliant son. Next, you need to introduce your first piece of evidence, otherwise known as your first quote or paraphrase. You need to put that future evidence into some kind of context. Otherwise, it's a quote orphan. A quote orphan is a quote that is randomly dumped into a paper simply to meet a requirement. We're family here. Family doesn't get left behind. Don't abandon your quotes in an icy field of rejection. Introduce them. Make them feel welcome. One way you could do this is with a signal phrase. Check out my video about formatting quotations for help on how to write a signal phrase. All right, now you're ready to insert your properly formatted quote or paraphrase. This could mean that you need to use quotation marks. If any part of what you're using is word for word from a source, there better be quotation marks around that. It could also mean that you need a parenthetical citation and page number if applicable. Again, see the video on formatting quotations for how to do this correctly. Finally, we get to analysis. This is where the meat of your paper should come in. This section should be several sentences long. Your purpose here is to bring into focus or to magnify some smaller detail of the quote, maybe a specific word choice or a statistic, in order to apply it to your overall argument. So analysis is basically just explaining how or why. In this section, you're going to need to do two primary things. First, explain how the quote supports that specific paragraph's argument, its topic sentence. And two, explain the significance or how the quote could impact the overall argument, the thesis. Now, you're just going to probably repeat this process over and over again each time you need to introduce new evidence in the same paragraph. The only difference is going to be that instead of new topic sentences, you're going to use transitions. Try going to tinyurl.com/transition devices, capital T, capital D, for a list of words and phrases you can use to transition from one idea to another. After that, it's all basically the same. You're going to introduce a quote, and analyze as many times as you need to. So if you still feel like you're confused and are drowning in a sea of new terms and need more help, try watching the video again and pausing while taking notes, or check out the sample paper on PowerSchool. We'll be working on this format in class, so that would be a great time to ask a specific question. I don't get it is not a specific question. I don't really understand what you meant by controlling idea is. Write down your specific questions so that I can help you in person in class tomorrow. And as always, remember to cite your sources.